Hey everyone, welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star. If you're new here or you haven't yet, please consider subscribing to help us feed a hungry hippo. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up because that helps us too. So today's August 30th. Believe it or not, we have one more day left in August. I don't know where the summer went or where this year went. I don't know where my life went, guys. But today's the last Friday in the month, so we're going to do the Final Fridays. If you haven't seen a Final Friday video yet, usually on the last Friday of the month, I show you the best and the worst. So I try to find the best sales and the worst sales on our main three platforms we sell on. And sometimes I'll show you the best items that we have either sourced or found in our wholesale buys. Now, full transparency, we don't go out thrifting that often. So usually our best finds are comics or pieces of jewelry that we've pulled out of our wholesale buys, or sometimes plush or jeans. So without further ado, let's get into this Final Friday of August 2024. We're going to start with eBay, and we're going to start with the worst and then go to the best. This is a DC Superman comic that I took a best offer of $3.50 on, plus $5.50 shipping. But Star, how do you make any money? Well, I'd already done the math before I came on here to talk to you guys. We'll do it together. $3.50 plus $5.49 they paid for shipping. I always take 15% out because that's a good rounded up estimate of the fees on eBay. So I'm left with $7.64. It actually cost around $4 to ship, and I'll put $4.50. I'm left with $3.14. Our comics cost around $1 a piece, a little bit less than that. So I made $2.14. Now, $2.14 is not going to change my life. It's not going to pay my rent. It probably can't even buy a candy bar these days. However, I paid $1 for this. So I doubled my money, and it adds up. When you have a volume-based business and you buy a lot of wholesale, you're going to find a lot of stuff like this. So for instance, if you buy a box of 100 comics, maybe 5 of them are going to come out at $50 or more, and probably even less. But that's, that's an estimate. Maybe 5. You're going to pull out probably half of those are going to be $12, $8, and like this. And then you're going to have the other half, minus the couple expensive ones you find, are going to be your middle ground bread and butter. This generally works with all things you buy wholesale. And there are even some things you can buy wholesale, like if you buy return pallets or electronics, you can almost say 10% off the top is just going to be trash. So when we buy the big pallets of remotes, we know that 10% in there, they're either going to have battery corrosion, or when we test them, they're not going to work. So you can kind of guarantee that 10% is just going to come off the top and be trash that you absolutely cannot sell. And then you're going to have another probably 40% that's going to be lower end bread and butter and poop. You're going to find some real good gems, and you're mostly going to have just mid-grade bread and butter filler volume-based business items. And that's why wholesale is a good option for those of us that can't or don't want to leave the house as often, like having a volume-based business, and enjoy having the focus of sitting and just working on the same items over and over. It's not for everyone. It's not a business model everyone wants, but it is viable. We've been doing it since 2017, both of us full-time, and we pay our bills with it. So keep that in mind. Also keep in mind that electronics are going to make you a lot more money. I don't show you our eBay that's not public, but we do a lot of that as well. I talk about it on here. But just find something in your area that you can get a sustainable, replenishable source if you want to go the wholesale route. And don't forget to not niche yourself down so far that you're locked into just one type of item. I did a really good video on that last week, so I'll have it pop up at the end and you can watch it if you haven't. But I digress. This is supposed to be a Final Friday video, but you guys know I love to talk and I love to teach. And if you don't like to hear me talk and you don't want to be taught and you're just here for highlight reels and the once in a lifetime, you and I are never going to find it, but let me show it to you so we can all dream of waking up a millionaire without ever putting any work into the business, ain't the channel for you. And that's okay. I'm here to give you the realistic reality of what being a reseller looks like and teaching you along the way through my trials and errors. Hey, here's my worst plush sale. This is a $3.12 baby shark, and $4.99 shipping. So even on like this guy, right? So we'll do. He actually cost like $3 to ship because he was so light, and he was about 25 cents cost. I made almost $4 on a poop plush. I did not make him a priority. I didn't seek him out on purpose. He was in a wholesale lot. He got tossed to the side, and eventually I listed him. My worst sale for jeans is actually not that bad. 7 for All Mankind bootcut jeans sold for $14.21 plus 8 shipping. For 7 for All Mankind, getting $20 is great. They do have the Dojo jeans. If you're not familiar, 7 for All Mankind has these jeans that are called Dojo, D-O-J-O, and it'll be right here on the waistband where this one says bootcut, and they have 7s on the back pocket. You can still get between $60 and $80 for those. So those are a bolo. The 7 for All Mankind that aren't Dojo, a lot of folks will tell you are poop and to avoid them, and that's great because it's more for me, because I'll sell them for $20, $25 all day long. My cost of goods on jeans is around $1. I pay 99 cents at the thrifts around here for my jeans, and I also get Blue Box, Goodwill, and ThredUp, and they usually come out to somewhere between $1 and $2 a pair with shipping and everything, depending on if they have coupon codes or deals or sales going on. This would be my best plush sale on eBay. So this isn't a home run. Again, this isn't going to pay my rent or anything, but I call anything that sells for $28 plus 7 shipping, $35 for a toy a win. Somebody paid $35 for a generic Liberty Toy branded 1994 vintage purple bulldog. Isn't he cute though? He's so cute. He came in a wholesale lot, so he was probably like $1. I do like to price my plushies. I want to say high, but I plush them at what they're worth. I know their value. I'm not here to trash the market. I'm not here to race to the bottom. I'm not here to be a shithead. I'm here to pay my bills, put food in my fridge, and make sure that I have a viable job for myself because I'm disabled and can't work outside of the home. And so I price things at where they're valued. And a vintage plush from 1994, this brand, this is what he's worth, but you have to be willing to sit on items. That's not to say you can't run clearance or run sales or do offers if you need the room or you need to get rid of some inventory. Just try to keep things priced at what they're worth and then run your sales and do your offers from there. It is not any kind of what sold or looking at sales video with me if I don't at least put 1 foot up on that soapbox of don't race to the bottom, right? I'll get off. Here's my best comic book sale on eBay this month. And this one sold so quickly, the sale did not have time to catch it. So I've mentioned this on the channel before. When you set up your sales, you can set them up to grab your new listings. So let's say you set a 20% off sale to run from Monday morning through Wednesday morning. You can set it up so that anything that you're listing in that time frame, that's a new listing, the sale will eventually grab it and put it in the sale for you. If you don't know how, let me know in the comments. I'll probably do a tutorial screen share to show you guys. I'm getting enough questions about it. I have no problem doing that. You guys, if you're ever watching a video and you want to see something I talked about, you want more details on something I mentioned, let me know. Because again, this is a teaching channel and it's my favorite thing to do. I love to share my screen and teach. So it does take a little while though. So sometimes I've seen new listings. Now we schedule all of our listings out. We stay 21 days ahead, scheduled out on eBay. I've seen our new listings come in and take almost 24 hours to go on sale. And sometimes I see it happen in a couple hours. It's arbitrary. I think it's just whenever the algorithm or your sale will grab it. But if an item is really popular, or if you list it at the right time, sometimes I don't think It's dependent upon the popularity or the sell-through rate. Sometimes you list an item at the exact right moment when the exact right buyer is online looking for it. Whether it's the perfect pair of jeans they've been looking for years in their size, the stuffed animal they've been looking to replace for their kid that they left at Disneyland last summer, or if it's this comic. Sometimes you just are in the right magical place at the right time. But I always love when they sell before they go on sale. Because this comic sold for $43.74 and we were only expecting about $35, maybe even $30 on a best offer. I will take extra money. Okay. When a buyer buys something, they see the total price plus shipping plus taxes. They see their total. They agree to it. They're okay with it. Great. I'm not giving anybody refunds for shipping or anything else. If they see the total and they're willing to buy it, thank you very much. I'm going to go pay my bills. I'm going to go put some food in my fridge. This is my job. This is my full-time job. This is my livelihood. I'm not opposed to making money. There's nothing wrong with making a profit. Anyway, this is Top Cow Legacy Soul Reaver. It came in a wholesale lot. Who knew? It probably came in the same box as my poopy old Superman over here. All right. And my best sale for August actually was last night. I just shipped these jeans this morning on Friday. These are Levi's Made Crafted. Now, I did take a best offer of 40 on these, and I did it for a reason because these were going to go 30% off on sale over the weekend. They have been sitting around for a little while, so they might be something I may consider running a 35% sale on. I take all of these things into account when I get offers. For instance, we're going to do some easy math here. But let's say I have something up for $24.99. Now, during the week, Monday to Friday on our 20% off sale, that's going to be $19.99, right? But on the weekend, we run a 30% off from Friday through Sunday night. They're going to be on sale for $17.49. So if on Wednesday on that pair of jeans, somebody offers me $17 or $17.50 when they're up for $19.99, I'm going to take that offer because I know they're going to go on sale for that over the weekend anyway. So why not get the money now? Why not turn over a profit sooner rather than later? Why not turn over a profit sooner rather than later? You think someday I'd learn how to edit, but maybe not. Okay, so these are super duper bolo. You guys want to look for these. I found these in a thread box. I've never seen them in the wild. I would know them now if I saw them in the wild. I'm going to look for them. Made with organically grown cotton. Levi's Made Crafted Carved Trouser. And you can see I used all that in the keywords to try to give it a good sale. All right, we're going to go over to Poshmark now and look at some of the best and worst sales. Don't forget, next week, I will be coming out with my Poshmark, Macari, plush, and jeans-centric what sold videos. I do a wrap-up every month at the beginning of the month prior and show you all the highlights of our sales from every platform and the main categories we sell in. And those all have teachable moments as well. I try to motivate. I try to teach. I am not just here to toot my own horn at you and go, look what I found. Look what I sold. Stuff you'll never find or sell. But look at me. Woohoo! No, we're all here to learn. We're here to, absolutely, we are here to celebrate my successes and my great sales. I want to celebrate yours as well. So that is why, if you're not in our Facebook group, you should be. We have posts all the time in there, participation posts, I call them, where we share our finds and we share our great sales and we share our stores. It's a really good group. You should be in there. You should always be celebrating your wins. But I'm here to show you my wins and my losses and teach you along the way. I keep repeating that because I feel like I did take a hiatus from YouTube this year, and ever since I've been back, I've been getting a lot of comments, messages, emails from people who just clearly need to go list something because they have too much time on their hands, feel the need to take time out of their day to let me know that I talk too much. And this is a what sold video. So why, you know what? It's my what sold video. If I want to tell you where I cooked for dinner last night, I sure will. I sure will. We had pizza rolls. If you want the recipe, let me know. I need to get back into my cooking videos. Anyway, I digress. But I'm here because I like to be here. I like to feel like I'm talking to you guys, not at you. There is a difference. I like to feel like I'm interacting. I like it when you guys comment. I like when you ask questions. I like when I get to look things up and answer them for you. I like when people participate in my Facebook group. Most of my time making videos, I'm literally in my office talking to a microphone and a wall. So it's nice to know when people are listening. I guess even if you're rude and you tell me I talk too much, cool story. But you know what? If you have time in your day to do that, please go list something, go source something, go to a yard sale. That is a much more valuable way to spend your time than being mean to people on the internet or feeling the need to express your rude opinion. Have the day you deserve. Isn't that what they say? My grandma used to say, bless your heart. All right, we are going to look at this $10 Bohemian Rollabola frog bead. Isn't that fun to say? Bohemian Rollabola. I can't even say it now. Rollabola frog bead. Rollabola frog bead. Why is it called Rollabola frog bead? Because it's a Rollabola frog bead. It's this long, roly-poly bead with a hand-painted frog on it. I probably would have wanted more like 15 to 20 for this because it is kind of cool. The bead is hand-painted. But the necklace itself is just a rope. It's a hemp rope, I believe. But it's fine because on Poshmark, they pay the shipping. And I made $7 on this. I pay, I think it's like $8 a pound for my jewelry. I usually get a 15-pound box for $80. So maybe even $5 a pound. So I'm okay with that. All right. My best jewelry sale was this vintage brass cuff bracelet. It has an engraved floral design and a large banded agate stone. By the way, I don't come up with these titles on my own. Do you see how I use List Perfectly to make my titles for me? So demure, so cutesy. I cannot get that out of my head. But I do use List Perfectly for all of my jewelry listings. It builds the listings for me. If you want to know any more about that, comment section. $28 for this nice, beautiful cuff bracelet. My best plush sale was a $30 jelly cat. I also sold a purple one for a little bit less, and you'll see both of them together in the What Sold on Poshmark video. Y'all saw these on a What Sold on eBay, and then y'all saw these sell on Poshmark now. Why? Because the buyer purchased these and on eBay, and they opened a false item not as described, stating that the wash wasn't what it was basically a color issue, which is not an item not as described. Color is buyer's remorse. I mean, color is subjective. It's not objective. Color is subjective. These look like dark wash to me. But she had this pair, mine, which were used, and she had a new pair with new tags and had them next to each other and was saying mine weren't what I said they were. I took them back. It's fine. We refunded her minus her original shipping. I reported her for the false INAD. I did get that defect removed from my account. Then I listed them over here on Poshmark, and they sold within a day for $65, which is more, I think, than what I sold them for on eBay. So have a nice day. I also blocked her. She can have the day she deserves. Anthropology made the Colette jeans. These are definite bolo. Definite bolo. Oh, by the way, I do always tell you guys to keep your emotions out of business, and I sure did with her. All of my correspondence with her, all of my messages with her were very cookie cutter, very vague. I do not engage with customers. I do not talk to them like I am having an argument or talking to a real person. I don't talk to them like I'm a real person. It sounds automated. Hello, sorry you were disappointed with your sale. Please open a return. You'll get a return label. You can use that to return it to us. Period. Period. But then I can tell you guys and Keith, listen, this lady, just always be professional with your customers. There are plenty of places in our community where you can go vent to each other, but don't engage with your customers. Literally keep everything cookie cutter, everything very vague. Send them messages that sound like messages you send to 100 people all day, every day. All right, I only pulled up one of my Macari sales because when I went to leave my Macari sales for August, holy poop, They were not that great. We'll get into that next week in my Macari video. I just wanted to show you my little bear because I thought he was cute and he only sold for $10. But there's no fees on Macari for us. The buyers pay them. So I took a $10 best offer. I did a label on Pirate Ship that cost about $4 for $5 for him. And he was a 50-cent animal, so I made $4.50 on him. Okay, now we're going to go into my finds, my best finds. And I didn't pull up any worst ones, but I do have my list perfectly up here, so we'll go through that a little bit together. Marc Jacobs jean jacket. I got this out of a ThredUp box. I love when ThredUp sends me denim jackets, booty shorts, denim skirts. I love it. This Marc Jacobs is up for $52.49. You'll have to forgive me. I do not math that quick in my head, so we're going to do this. So when it goes on sale, it's going to be $42 plus the $8 shipping. So it's a $50 all-in jean jacket. It may or may not sell before it goes on sale. This is still scheduled. It's not live yet. It will be live in the next couple weeks. We are getting into fall. We are getting into September, into fall, the cooler time of year. So hopefully this will sell pretty quickly. It's a nice jacket. It is a size medium. Larger sizes do sell quicker, but we'll see. This is one of the nice necklaces I found. I want $29.99 for it, so it's up for $37.49. So go ahead and go on our sale. This is the handcrafted boho colorful multi-strand beaded necklace, retro 70s. Again, I don't really create my own titles. I say really because I add this at the end. List Perfectly is listing assistant AI, does everything else for me. And if there's room, I usually will just add fashion jewelry. And if there's room, women. Fashion jewelry, women. Those are the only 3 words I'll use. I do, have to double check their titles and kind of rearrange them a little bit. But it's really simple and fast. In fact, if I have all the pictures already taken and then I sit down at my catalog, this is what it looks like on the back end. I can the photos are already taken. I can go into my drafts on List Perfectly. And in an hour, I can have 60 jewelry listings ready to go. They're built. They're ready to be cross-posted and pushed out onto platforms. I say platforms because it's wherever you sell. Super fast. What did I tell you I'm having pop up at the end here for you? The video about niching down. But I'm going to actually also in the description below link my List Perfectly video about their new AI assistant. It's just too amazing not to show you guys again and again. It bears repeating. If you haven't looked at it, you should. All right. And this is one of our better comics we pulled out of a box. We actually had a wholesale box of comics that half the box was these Batman Long Halloweens. We had a ton of them. Some comped at like $8. Some comped at 40 and 50. This is one that we actually have up. It's already listed. We have some scheduled out. We still have some in our catalog. But a lot of times that can happen when you buy wholesale comics. You can get a whole series or a whole bunch of one character. So keep that in mind too if you're going to buy these wholesale. Because typically what will happen is somebody will donate their entire collection to Goodwill or wherever you're buying these from, and they just get boxed up. So you could buy a box of 100 comics and you can get 100 Batman Long Halloweens or 100 Deadpools or 100 Electras or whatever. So keep that in mind. Sometimes that's a good thing, especially if you get them all up together. We do a lot of bundles of comics on Poshmark, Macari, and eBay. People will bundle them together, and it will be all one character, all one series, and they'll have the issue numbers in order. All right, and just kind of a look through here real quick. I separated my list perfectly here by created in August. So these are all listings that we took photos of and created this month. And then I sorted them by most expensive to least. So there's my Marc Jacobs. And you can see over here under this platform where they are listed. If only eBay, chances are it's still scheduled. It might not be live yet. Say your listing is scheduled and not yet live. And you can always look at your scheduled listings on eBay. Also, and then these are all listed on all the platforms. So I do this just to show you the best finds of the month, because anything that's been listed in August were our finds, things we sourced or found in wholesale. I even found a broken carved animal necklace I'm going to put up for 30 bucks for a DIY craft. Lots of jewelry this month, lots of jeans. We'll go down here. I mean, you can see even at the bottom here, we got $20 items. $20 is 15 plus 5 shipping in my world. All right, guys, let's look at my nice Judy blues. These are a bolo. Look for Judy blues. Look for these Levi's crafted carved trousers. Look for these Anthropologie Maves. Take a chance on a box of comics. You never know what you're going to find. I mean, sometimes you find really great things. And then if you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the comments section down below. Again, don't forget to join our Facebook group, Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod. I really hope to see you over there so we can interact a little bit more. And go be productive. Go make some money. It is Friday. It is the weekend. So do take some time for yourself, your family, your loved ones. Find that work-life balance. It's Labor Day weekend too. So really take some time to just be and take time off of work. And we also don't have shipping Monday. Guys, there is no shipping on Monday. The post office is closed for Labor Day. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are the best. Bye.